And then they took our culture away from us.
Probably I like my speed. Probably I'm next in line. Probably can't hide my pee. Cause I'm flexing mine. Hold up, probably I pour libation. Probably I don't do racing. So they got rap on lock. Probably they can't do Jason. Probably I'm cold as ice. Mommy, I owe my life. Feeling like Judas got me. But then man saw me twice. And feeling like Dirty Dozen. Probably I'm Obi Trice. Slim and shady. But she wanna show me life. I'll clean the mess.
But what I want to say, Ace, I'm going to take it back a piece.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
we get people back on track.
Yeah.
Explain to people how it was when you was growing up, like what you went to jail for, how it was when you went to jail, and how hard it was for you to turn all of this around.
And did you get backlash for what you're doing?
Go, yeah.
So obviously,
From the man
Ep9's growing up, like from the age of 15.
And I'm telling you before you start, we are not telling fucking stories.
Can't, bro.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, can you mix up?
Look
are
at
you
this
in the
pussy,
story?
yo.
Are you in the story?
Let's just say,
Rock me right out. You're in
let's
the
just say
story.
from 15, when I left home, and then from 15 to 19, that's when I kept up with fuckeries.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I kept up with fuckeries is because people thought that because I was a dancer, it meant I was soft.
You were soft.
You was a pussy, or
You know what I'm saying? And I had that problem. I had that problem on a few occasions. So it was like, I had to like change. All right, so that's why I don't no bullshitting. All I cared about was dancing and girls. And then I had a situation when I got robbed at 18, and then I had a situation I got robbed at 15. And I remember, and I tell true talk, I remember back those days, like 15 years ago, like 15, 16, 17 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody spoke Jamaican, you thought they were a bad man, that you fought automatically. So I was like,
It's a fact. We know it's a fact. It's a fact.
Today.
So, not today.
Still to today.
No,
I
not
wouldn't
today.
say much today.
Not today.
But
Not
15,
today. Not
16,
today.
7 years ago.
No. Your
thought to
accent
myself-
don't mean bullshit to
not
me
now.
today.
The Audi accent's run out now.
Back then,
Back
accent
then,
meant something.
yeah. So for me, it was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get kicked out of school. I'm gonna go Jamaica for a while and come back on some.
Was you born here or in Jamaica?
Born here, but my parents are born Jamaican.
Okay.
So
You spent a little time in Jamaica.
it's my second time going. So when
Let it be specific, that part, because we're going to get to the next
Yeah,
part.
because you know it's man.
Let it
No,
be,
I want
let it
you
be
to
specific
deliver.
that you've told them that you was born here.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I was
We'll
born
get
here.
to the other part
Born and
later.
grown here, everything. So, I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go Jamaica because because you know what, most of my situation happened in East because I got very popular in East London, like Stratford sides. But the guys didn't like it because it was like a guy from Northwest coming to East, and like the girls, like anyone that's listening from East, Sarah Burnell and Sarah Burnell, them schools was all girls schools, and bro, I was the guy. Because girls used to say I look like a Marion because of the cane rolls and whatever and all of that. So I used to get a lot of girl attention. And I know some of the guys didn't like it. So I got into situations where I was the victim. And it was like, right, like, man, I'm not trying to step on your toes. I'm just trying to be cool and everybody's friend, you get me? So
So you used to travel from Northwest to East?
yeah, because my auntie lived there. And my auntie was, my auntie Donna. Motherfucker used to fancy my auntie. Anyway.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm saying this from now. Anywhere Auntie Donna is, she is beautiful.
I wouldn't be surprised.
She's been beautiful since man was a youth till now. Don't interrupt me. Auntie Donna, anywhere you're at, you know I love you. 100%.
So like,
She
was like my to me like an older sister in a way. She used to always let me stay there, and like you got that family member that lets you stay out more. That was my auntie. So my mum was protective, but my auntie let me stay out more. You got the best presents and all of that. You get me? So situations happen in East, and then after like I would go to Northwest for a couple of months and come back, but they would still take kindness for weakness. So I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna go Jamaica. And this is when I started recognizing as an adult that psychology and brand marketing is crazy. So I recognized, right, people fear Jamaicans. If I go Jamaica for a couple of months, a year or two, when I come back, they're gonna fear me. You get me? So that's what I did. I got kicked out of school. Told my mom, fuck this. I want to go. Fuck that. I want to see my dad. Got shipped out. Came back, and when I came back, I was on like I knew I was the same person, but I was like, yo, I'm gonna be on this thing, you get me? And obviously, I never started ish, but I would prove my point if I had to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Em knows what I'm talking about. I'll prove my point in certain situations, so don't play around. You get what I'm saying? But I wouldn't start it. But if you tried to, I'd do whatever I need to do.
Listen. We're not gonna go as far to say you didn't start shit.
Anyway.
We're not gonna say that.
No.
I'll do dumb
He's a
stuff.
pussy, I'm with you. Because he's a pussy.
But you know what? I do dumb stuff. And you know what? I remember one time we went Chukadera. I can tell you the time we went Chukadera because I remember this clear. We went Chukadera.
Nah.
One second.
Fuck what you're saying.
Fuck what you're saying.
He knows.
One second.
He knows.
1 second. Don't let him feel justified.
But you know what it is? No, but you know
His
what it is? I remember one
lifestyle.
time, sometimes I would do stuff to make a point. And I remember one time we went Chukadera. So we went Chukadera before I went to prison.
Yeah.
We went Chukadera after I went to prison.
Yeah.
And I remember me, him, and Arbs went to Chukadera. And there was a bag of Southeast youths. And I remember before I went to prison, Southeast youths, like Peckham youths, they would run
On
Chukadera.
I
will never forget they were on crud.
Yeah.
When I came from Jamaica and we went Chukadera, I remember there'd be like some bullshit like, say there's this lane and this lane.
Yeah.
And there's a bag of man on this lane.
Yep.
I will purposely walk through all the man on purpose to like, yo, who's on it? And I remember, you remember that situation? And then you was like, yo, what gone? I said, yo, what gone? And then one of the older youths came and said, no, cool. And I became bridging with them. Ghetto boys, bigger man from South. If you ever watching this, he knows. You know what I'm saying? And that became a thing. So I will make a point.
Did you put the accent on?
100%. Because when I came back from Jamaica the second
He
time, I
did
never had
the
no
whole
shebang.
shebang.
When I came back from Jamaica the first time, my it was accent natural. Second time I came back from Jamaica, I'm like, yo, where's my accent? Where the fuck did it go? Why did it come?
When you came back,
The first time was normal.
you was a yard man.
Yeah. But I was like 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
And I stayed out there for like 7 to 9 months.
Yeah.
Second time I was like 3 months. And I'm like, yo, where's my accent? What? I thought, yo, the first time, and I was like, yo, where's my accent? I said, yo, fuck this. I'm gonna put this shit on. And I did. And I don't feel no way to say it. But when certain situations came to play, there's certain things man did. You understand? To prove a point, like, yo.
All right.
Because again, all I wanted to do was just fucking dance and do my thing. And then eventually.
But would the accent come natural?
Yeah, no.
Because I feel like when I'm cussing, even though I weren't brought up there, I feel
when
like...
I was around the Jamaicans, that's when it came on. Like with Eb and them lot, nah. You know what I'm saying? But with the Jamaican lot that I was in, because I was like in part of like All Stars, the Dreams
dancing,
nightclub.
Dreams,
Like when I got kicked out, I was staying with Big Strike. Shout out to Big Strike. I lived at Big Strike's house for time. I lived at J Moore's house. I lived at Ev's house, RB's house. I was kicked out from like 15, 16, like living out. You get me? Till I got my hostel, then got my flat, and I went to jail for robbery and imitation firearm. Done like 4.5 years inside.
Yeah.
Came out, and then the story is where we are now. You see what I'm saying? So, like for me, personally, like it's been a journey, but it's a journey that I know that it's a story. You get me?
It's mad because I can't even explain to people in depth how mad it's been for you because I was there every step of the way. Like there's certain things we can't speak about, but there's serious shit that happened.
But that's
why it's mad.
That's my point. Because obviously on the flip side of the table, because obviously me and Em grew up in the sandpit, and then we became distant and we collected. You understand? So when he shows, I booked you as the ace you are now.
Yeah.
When he shows me about the lifestyle that you had, I'm like, pussy club.
Yeah.
You understand?
You wouldn't come across as a person that was
You
about
don't
it.
come across like that. You understand?
Because you know what it is? It's there's actions and then there's who you are as a person. You get me? Some people's actions is who they are. Like they're just fully bad boy from like with my brethren. They're my brethren. Like I love them.
But
you get me?
there's man that try to be the bad boy.
Yeah.
And
For me, it was like, yo, I would do my thing. Like, I would ride for my like, M knows. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we know.
When man came out, M knows. When we went to the club, he knows.
All right.
Let's talk about that situation.
Forget that.
But he knows.
Remember when
You know
we
what I'm
went to
saying?
the party last time and we linked up in my kitchen. And M rolled up. There was a situation at the time.
Which one?
And
Which one?
Yeah, which
no,
one?
no, we're not gonna tell you.
Was I there?
What you mean? Was you there? You came to my yard. M boxed me at my yard with you. Us three rolled to the party, and M said to me, "Yo, Cardo, it might be a situation." Yeah, and I was just like, "All right, cool." And Ace, the man that I know that is on smoke, came up to me and said, "Guys, let's not do this." And I'm looking at him like,
I can't
I thought
remember
this was,
this.
I thought this was the guy, bro. And Em was like, I don't care what he's saying. And then the guys, listen, I don't want to go down this road.
I can't remember this.
Oh, you remember?
That's why, yeah, I remember.
We're talking about it after. I don't want to
this is-
pinpoint the situation.
This is why it's mad, because even
But
when
you know
I
what it is?
speak to people,
I respected that
yeah, because
wholeheartedly because.
but that's
even
what it is. It's the whole bad boy
I've
thing
never
that
been
people
that
have,
guy.
man.
I've never been that guy. But for my dogs.
You never been that.
Bro,
for guys.
No, I've never been that guy.
But no, but for
for my dogs, we commit
100%.
to it. You
Bro, like
understand?
the only madness
Man
I've
will
got
know.
into, the only madness I've got into
Is it
since
your
I've been
guys?
out of jail,
Yeah.
because the situation.
But he
that
knows. I go to the end of the
Apart
earth for
from
my
that,
dogs.
yeah.
I go to the end of the earth for my dogs. You understand?
100%.
And that's facts. So when that situation arises, I was like, all right, we're with it.
You get me?
So, and then you need to remember, I know Ace on a different level, but then I know him on a deeper level through M.
Yeah.
So when M's telling me, yo, yeah, I'm hearing stories, and then when he's in my kitchen and we're talking about, it's a situation, I'm like,
Bro, what
let's
the
give
fuck
it to
is
it.
it? Yo, we got
And
to
then-
talk about
and
this
then-
after.
You know what I'm
'Cause I
saying?
don't remember the situation.
I took it as a joke. I think I hit about 20 press-ups. Like, all right, cool, we gon' get it. It's just 20. 20 ain't shit.
and that's
Yeah?
it.
I'll tell you
And
what.
then Ace come up to me like, guys, please, I don't want to go down this road. I looked at him like,
Thought he was on it.
I don't even remember
nigga, you
this.
for real now?
I don't even remember
And
this.
he just looked at me like, he's like that, bro, but we roll it.
Yeah, but I don't even remember
You
this.
understand it? Yeah,
The only thing I remember is what
But-
my man knows in the club.
You need niggas like that. You need
You get
brothers
me?
like that.
But for my brethren, you know what it is? I'm not going back to prison unless when I go back to prison, there was no other way.
No, but you know, it's people.
understand what I'm saying?
We've
People
been through it
think
already.
people think that
We've been through it.
lifestyle is the one. I don't think it is.
No, bro, listen.
I've always been a good guy. I've always looked at these two individuals.
You've always been a good guy.
I've always been a good guy. I've looked at these two individuals as good guys, regardless of what. I've always looked at these two
Nah, 'cause
individuals.
you know what? There's
These men that actively try to be bad.
Yeah, no, 100%.
There's a difference between men that get busy and men that actively try to be bad.
100%.
I've always looked at them man there. They've never encouraged me to do badness.
And I never would.
You understand?
Like, when I was younger, my cousin used to try. My younger cousin
Which is
used
why
to try.
you need individuals like this. You understand?
But you know what? No, to be
Can
real,
I just say that, Cardo? Can I just say, okay, you're trying it. So what happened is in Elephant and Castle, when you pushed me out the way, I was trying to stop Cardo from fighting somebody, and you pushed me out the way. Remember, a minute they drop ag wrong.
No, a fight is a fight, bro.
I can't even. The stuff that you lot are talking about, I can't even remember what you're talking about, man.
No,
Only thing I remember when I came out is when we went to, what is it, Love and Affection? Mm-hmm. Love and Affection. That's the only
I
thing
weren't there,
remember.
but I heard the story.
That's the only thing I remember. But again, for the people I love,
you will do it.
that's
my
different.
point.
Yeah.
Because
That's my point.
in my
I've
eyes,
never been about that life. But you see, anything that I
Your
believe.
friends. Yeah.
All right, a couple weeks ago, we done an episode, and man was talking about the empire. If you're part of what I class as my empire, I defend it wholeheartedly.
yeah, 100%.
You understand? I'm not the road you, the bad you understand?
Because you was actually defending me in that.
But this is my point. If
Yeah,
you're
you was.
part of my
You
circle,
was, yeah, you was defending me.
I can't see you get violated.
Yeah, no, but 100%.
Because it hurts, man. You understand?
yeah,
On
100%.
yeah, but man's not that guy.
100%. But bro, again, that's the whole situation.
Mad.
Like I said, the only situation I've been in since I've come out was that whole situation. You get me? Between
It's him.
You get me? But
So when we're saying the common denominator, the common denominator
is them.
No,
the
but
common
it went-
denominator is M.
Is
But no, but he never started it. He just said, yo, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, yeah. I ain't say nothing. And then the club ended.
Maybe
Maybe not with you.
Ask them who the common denominator is.
Maybe not with you. Maybe not with you.
The club ended.
There's
club
never
ended.
been-
The club was
There's
finished.
never been
That's
any
not- don't do it,
situation
don't
where
it,
I've
don't it,
started
don't.
anything. So there's
Yeah.
no point even saying it. There's
club's
absolutely been no situation. I am the person who talks my way out of it. And the reason why I talk my way out of it is because I'm willing to do life. So I'm willing to talk any way out of a situation
100%.
that I can. I'll tell you that for a fact.
Yeah, no.
If I can talk out of a situation, I'd rather do that than go down that road. Because if you're not willing to do what I'm willing to do, then what are we doing? Forget about it.
No, but bro,
I'd
it's,
rather
it's,
not
no,
do
it's
it.
true talk, and I can back.
Come on,
that
man.
one.
Ace knows any situation we get in. I'm like, bro, if we get in this is life or death.
No,
if
it's
it's
true.
not life or death,
seen
then
them
I'm
in
not trying to get in
situations.
it.
There's no better
I
I'm not
will-
trying to get in it.
I will vouch for that.
I'm not on it.
Right.
However,
Absolutely.
look at his face. Zoom in. Zoom in. No, bro, that's my brother for life. We've been in some situations. We ain't let's
nah,
move on
listen,
to the next
bro,
topic. I'm not
I
gonna
don't know. On the road, again, like no matter where I get to in life, I can't hear certain things. Because there's certain things people have to accept. Like when if I ever go back to prison, and I never want to, but if I ever go back to, it has to be for a reason. There was no other case.
Facts.
No options. Yeah.
No other case.
Oh, you know
scenario.
what you need to tell these youths as well, how it was for you going jail. Because you in jail started off going to Feltham.
Yeah.
And then you had to move.
To adults.
But there's certain youths that go to jail. And this is the way it is. Certain people go to jail with a thought of how jail is. So before you went to jail, obviously, I know that was your first time going. Yeah. And because of the length of time you had and the age that you went,
And
you had
before
to
you
go
start-
through the whole ladder of going from
Youth
young
to
offenders
to adult.
to adult
Before you
jail.
start, the reason why, even with him saying that story, forget all the, it sounds great. The young bucks will hear man talking and be like, it sounds great. But man's not glorifying that lifestyle. I hear the transformation. So I want you to elaborate that man's not glorifying that lifestyle.
100%. Listen, the thing is, like, realism is that we come from a particular environment where it's kind of nurtured in a way where you feel like that's the option, the easiest option for you. Especially when you're born in working class / poverty, working class, let's say, and you know the instant environment you start to learn, like you hear the language about, I don't have enough money, money don't grow in trees, blah 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 blah. So automatically there's a particular lifestyle that's easy for you to access. Like the roads is always open, no matter what age you are, no matter what. And then again, when you look on the TV, you see people like you in it, and you see people around you that look like you in it. There's always that road open. So that's why a lot of people eventually take it. Do you understand? Because it's like, it's their region for you. Like us, I would say our age growing up,
Who's
we
our
never
age?
had no
Who got-
elders.
excuse me,
No,
excuse me,
our
excuse
age
me.
growing up.
30 plus, 30 plus,
30
30 plus,
30 plus.
30 plus.
But let me say this.
plus.
Look,
We
look,
never
look.
know what I was gonna say. We never
Wait.
had no one talking like we do.
Let me change it, because this is what I was speaking to my brethren about the other day. And what man need to remember is that, cool, the crack epidemic came in the early 80s. Man was born in the late 80s. So really and truly, in this whole era that's happened, drug-wise, we are in the first generation. You get what I'm saying? So we are the first of it. Anyone who came before us, they're the ones who got the wrong end of the stick. We're at the age where we've been through shit, we've seen shit, so we can advise the young bucks to do shit.
100%.
The ones above us, no one advised us anything else, and I tell you why.
That's exactly
They
what I was
never
about to
had
say.
opportunity, and they never had the internet, and shit weren't like the way it was now.
100%.
So all the shit that we grew up doing, we can't blame those that was older than us to tell us anything else, because they didn't know anything else.
100%.
We've actually lived a whole another route. So if we didn't tell these young bucks what Wagwan, then it would be completely different.
And that's what I was about to say.
But that's what I'm
Our
saying. It's
generation is
different
a
for me.
generation.
Of course, because the
It's
nigga
different
that
for me,
the
'cause
nigga that I
I-
grew up looking up to,
I'm slightly
is
younger
doing
than
life.
him,
Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm
No, I'm
saying?
slightly-
The
but-
nigga I grew up looking up to is doing life right now. And even when I speak to him, he tells me boom bang bang bang, and I'm like, I hear what you're saying. And from what he's told me, it stopped me from doing certain things.
Fact, but this is
Even
what
at
I'm
my
saying.
big age, it still stopped me, because even hearing the way he's talking is like, yo, that age comes with a different kind of wisdom that I haven't even seen yet. So I'm seeing it before I even reach there, and I'm like,
That man was born in that man was born in a transition.
yeah, facts.
Like I said to you, this is my closest dog. It's a fact, and everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But we said it on previous episodes, but that's in a banter kind of way. But the reality is man is so much different. You understand?
100%.
He grew up in so much of a hood life.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up in that hood life. Just because man's prepared to do certain things, it's not a hood life. So when I listen to him talk, like behind the camera, everybody sees behind on the camera, it just looks flashy. But when behind the camera is a man, there's a reasoning. You understand? We understand the difference between the two. Yeah, I understand the life he live. He understand the life I live. You understand? And you could realize everybody wants, not everybody, but he wants better for me as my cousin. You understand?
Yeah.
Bro.
Because it's the rate. It's because of the fucking...
Is it the rain?
Big COVID
The Ray or the Magnum?
COVID don't make me fucking sneeze.
Is it the Ray or the
No,
Magnum?
it's the Magnums. The Magnums make me sneeze.
You've had like 2 bottles.
I've had like fucking 5 bottles.
Of what?
Magnum, bruv. Had 2 before we started.
Don't make him shout.
About 3 fucking before we started. When we started the fucking show. But no, going by what you
It's
say.
the truth.
Nah, I like what he
Generations
was
change.
saying, because what he's saying is true. But the maddest thing is that a couple of years make so much of a difference.
What he will
And that's
look
what
up
people
to.
don't. That's
What
what
I
people
look
don't
up to is
understand.
two totally
People don't
different
understand
things.
that me and you coming. You know, when we was growing, what did we look up to?
Bless you, baby.
Or better yet, who did we look up to? We ain't got to say no names, but we know, innit?
And what's
We
this?
didn't have nothing else. We knew
tweet-
that brother there. I'm telling you, Ace, that's
And it's
us.
like, it's what's it? 2 years between
You feel
us?
me?
Yeah.
But it's a total different.
different. It's
generation.
different.
It's a
Yeah,
total
no, I hear
different.
that.
It's 2 years,
I hear that.
bro.
Yeah,
No,
it's mad.
our
It's 2 years.
generation, right?
It's
Like what Em said,
Yeah,
and I was
it's
gonna
mad.
go off what Em said, is that we didn't have anybody saying to us, "Yo, you can be more." And I'm telling you, I remember when I was in jail, and what clicked for me when I was in jail was all of these people that were in their 40s and 50s. This is what clicked for me in jail. All of these people that was in their 40s and 50s were like, "Yo, dead this." And I'm in jail and I'm like, rah, like, but when you were out, you were the man.
Yeah.
So why are you saying this at 40 and 50? And I said to myself, I don't want to be 40 in jail for life doing that. So these are lifers I'm talking to. And I'm like, but they're all saying the same thing. So even when M tells me who's inside that I know as well, saying that he's on a different vibe, I'm like, it's like, no matter how bad they were, how deep they were in it, when they hit jail and they're in it for a certain amount of time, they change their vocabulary. They change their vocabulary. You understand what I'm saying? After they're in jail for a certain amount of time. So when M's like, yo, he's on this vibe and talking this stuff, I'm like, it seems to always happen. It seems to like when you're inside for a certain amount of time, 10 years, 15
See things
years,
different.
you start seeing things differently.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I remember this guy when I was in jail, Blandeston. I think I was 21 or 22. This guy said, Ace, it's long. It's long. And I was like, rah, why is it that when you hit this age, when you were young, you weren't thinking this, and when you hit this age, you start saying this? And I was like, rah, I don't want to come out and do madness. Because
And then go
listen,
back
when
in.
I came out of jail, I was doing certain things. And for the first 2 years, I was sweating.
Yeah.
When I came out after 3 months, I was like, after 3 months, I got involved and I was sweating. Every time I saw Pogo pass, I was anxious. Police was near my house, not even for me, just checking
It's
on
just
someone else.
cruising,
I
yeah.
was sweating.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
Harrow.
And then when my child was being born, I was like, yo, I do not want to be the same like my dad. Like, I can't be a good dad in jail.
Babe,
And that's when
so-
I get out of the game.
Did you answer my question about how the backlash though?
The backlash to being a stripper.
Yes.
No, I tell you what, yeah, because you see, just what we've been delving into for like, let's say the past 20 minutes. I want a whole another episode on that. Yeah, I want a whole another episode on that. So we're gonna dig too deep. Where I want to go with this real quick before we wrap it up.
You answer her question as well.
No, I'm gonna go into that and we'll wrap it up after that, and then we'll I feel like the people will want to hear the deeper side to it. Is the family life.
So family life.
Yes.
Family life that you're living, because like I said, I don't feel people. I don't know how you feel, but as your dog, I don't feel people respect your thing enough, knowing that you got the whole family life.
Yeah, 100%.
I understand. And like I said, I don't know if you want to deep
Nah, I'm
into
cool
it.
with it. Yeah,
I've
I've got a missus and I've got 3 kids. One baby mum. So you know what I'm saying? Like, not disrespecting anybody that got more than one baby mum, you know what I'm saying?
I just feel like because like I said, where we was going
Can't
before,
disrespect me, man. The dick too good not to share. Nigga.
I feel like it's a whole another
Yeah,
episode.
you know what it is, like-
but I do want to dive into that before we wrap up.
Yeah,
I've got
the whole family life. Like
With your career,
time,
yeah.
I'm full time with my children. Like 100%. I do the school run. I'm gonna wake up in the morning, make sure they're ready for school. Pick my son up because he wants to run from school. Like I'm fully involved. You know what I'm saying? So for me, my family life and my partner, I'm 32, turning 33. She's 38. So she has a different mentality. Her mind is more open to. She don't have to be jealous. Like we live a different type of lifestyle.
Can I ask you something? So when it came to you, you say you come out of jail and you want to take this path and whatever. Not. How was it like for you and was you with your partner when you was in jail?
The first trip I ever did, I just got with her. The first trip I ever did.
All right, cool. Before we even wrap up, what was that like?
There's nothing. I'm being real. There was nothing. Because
So she.
Fully supported
from the get go, because you know what it is. From the get go, she knew. You know what it is. Why I respect and love my missus is because she just allows me to be me. I can't be in a relationship with someone that ain't a free spirit. I can't do it because I'm gonna want to do me, and I'm gonna let you do you.
So if she let you do, if you let her do she.
So her, like, if I met her as a stripper, then it's different. You understand what I'm saying? If she turned around and say, I want to do stripping now, it would be, I would think twice about it, but I can't stop. Like, listen, for me, this is me personally, this is different for everybody else. Yeah. For me personally, I don't own you, innit? I don't control you. I can't control you. If you was living a life 20 years before I came into your life. Yeah. I don't control you.
There's a certain element of.
No.
No, I don't control
you. Okay, for you.
For me,
this is why I wanted to.
This is why for everybody else is different.
And
For me, I don't control you. I don't own you. I don't own you. You understand what I'm saying? If you fucking get a disease, I don't get a disease. I get hurt, but I don't get a disease.
You get a disease because you're sharing wood with them.
No, I'm not talking about wood. I'm talking about if you get like an illness. Like,
I thought you were talking about that kind of.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't own you. I don't own you. You understand? I don't own anybody. So for me, she understands that what I'm doing is as a performer. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like, yo, I'm trying to do this and do that and do this and do that and do this and do that and do this and do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for me, at the end of the day, and I couldn't be with somebody who didn't allow me to be me. Because like I said, I'm giving it up. When I'm done, I'm done. If I really wanted to, with all the investments that I've got going on, I can still do this and earn an extra 2 to 3 grand a month, which I earn from stripping alone on Fridays and Saturdays.
Cutting it off.
But I'm cutting it off because I don't need it like that, and because, like I said to you guys, I can't be so accessible. But if I wanted to be greedy money wise, like I could keep doing it and keep making that dollar.
So
do you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like I hope you don't mind me asking. The success to your relationship is because you have a woman that's so understanding?
100%. For me.
I mean, for me, even asking that question, it goes without saying.
No, for me, and you know it's because she's older.
But does that put you in a position? Because I feel like we have conversations in jest. Besides what you're saying is, and a lot of people will hear your situation and be like, yo, if I gave him that opportunity, he would take advantage of it. Now, I'm talking from a man that's in that situation. You're not looking at it from a point where I take advantage of it. You look at it as this is a woman who supports what I'm doing and correct me if I'm wrong, this is a woman that supports what you're doing wholeheartedly and now you're willing to get to the end of the year and quit it so you can get back to family life and just live in a whole separate.
Listen, I always live family life no matter what. Because remember, all my strips is like
Tell him.
Saturday or maybe Friday.
I want him to talk this because there's
Tell
so
him.
many people
No,
that
we
don't
can talk.
agree with it.
No.
And I want him to talk. You
100%.
understand?
You know what I'm saying? But you know, the people that don't agree with it is because they're still in that concept of my man can't do that. No girl can touch my
This is
man.
why.
You know what I'm saying? And again,
And
you're
this is
not
why I
wrong
want
for
him to
this.
get
Listen,
into
fuck
it.
all of them, because those are
I
all
know
from...
the answer. I know the
These
answer.
are all a
but I
bunch
want
of
you to
gal that ain't
present
with their
it.
baby father, who baby father don't look after their youth, and they want to be judging my brethren who looks after his youth, still
Fact.
with his
No, but it's
missus,
me who
and
ain't got no
stripping
baby
for
father.
gal. So
No,
fuck
but what
them.
I'm saying
Alright,
is,
so
but
let
it's
me
what
say
I'm
what you-
saying.
I don't know
What about you?
Give me another. Give me
You ain't
another.
got no man, so it's irrelevant. Not to be
No,
disrespectful,
I couldn't-
but I'm just saying.
but would you got? Would you got? Would you got?
I'm talking about a
got
girl
as an actor?
who has a man, baby father, whoever,
rap.
and they've had their own situation and they're trying to. Like, I've had girl come to me and tell me stuff, and I have to tell them, like, what are you doing in your situation? Why are you worried about my brethren? Who gives a fuck if he's got a woman, if he's got kids, if he's got whatever? You've called him for a service, he's delivered, he's gone by his business. Why are you asking?
Oh, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm
no,
talking
I know you're not. That's why I left you
Why?
out the conversation.
No, this is
But
why.
you added yourself in the conversation.
This is why.
Yeah.
When I said
We
to
know you couldn't have a man that does that.
No, this is why I said to you. When I said to you
But
earlier,
you'd love a man that does that.
I wanted you to present not only the stripping side to you, but the full
the
circle
intellectual side, yes.
because I
That's
feel
hard.
like
That's
people
hard.
come up to man, they know man knows you, and they're like, "Yo, you know Ace," and I find myself, I know you're a confident brother.
Yeah.
I find myself having to
Defending
tell
that
people
situation, yeah.
that you can't chat to him because
Yeah, but that's young
besides
people,
the
man.
stripping, no, but he knows. Like, I'll
That's
get
young
into it.
people, though. That's why
I get into it.
him
I
to
don't
have
know,
him
what's
to
it-
have a healthy relationship the way he has it could only be with someone that's older than him,
All right.
because they understand life to a certain
She's
extent.
38. She's
Nah, fuck. Nah, you know what? It's not even just the age, because I know your missus. She understands life to a certain extent where she's got a certain connection with you where she can accept that that's what you want to do. And she's cool with you doing what you're doing because you provide and do what you're meant to do at home. So she knows that's just work, and you come back and you do this when you're supposed to do this. That's just it.
Moving
It's
on
the
from
same.
that.
You know what it is? It's an extension on Tocado asking the other day, could you watch your partner do acting and get paid? It's the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? And we already know you said no, you're not with that. So I wouldn't expect you to be
Look
with
at my
this.
man.
But it's an
Look at-
extension
look
of
at
the
my-
same
look at
thing.
Ghost.
It's the same thing. It's
Ghost
not no
has got-
different.
my man, he's Amari. He's really got a wife. He's really got a partner.
Yeah.
Look at the sex scenes in Power.
It was
There was
intense.
some real intense stuff.
It was intense.
But he's got a partner.
Yeah.
There's, you know what I used to look at it? I used to look at it like this. There is actual people who are porn stars who have partners that are not in porn. And I used to think,
Nigga, I
used
saw
to think-
Keiki get married the other day. I couldn't believe my fucking Keiki. You know who Keiki is, the porn star. She got married the other day.
nasty.
I couldn't motherfucking believe it.
Who's nasty? One second.
Rihanna,
No.
Rihanna, don't even talk.
I got this.
Don't say anything. Don't-
I got this.
Send me
Madam-
the link, blood.
That's not nasty.
What?
That's creative.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yo,
This is the
What
last.
I'm
Wait. Before we do that, it's the last of the rum. Let's get it on.
I've turned around and
That's
seen.
done, that's
Listen,
done. No
when I
chaser.
was young, I used to think about how could somebody be with a
Finished, babe.
porn star? How could somebody who's not in porn? Yo, I used to think, how could somebody that was not in porn be with someone who is a porn star? How could they be? And I started recognizing it's all mental. It's all mental.
Could you do it, Ace?
All mental. What, be with someone that was a
I don't know.
Could you be with a porn star?
If that was
Could you be with a porn star?
100%.
Could you be?
she's-
Could you be with a porn star?
No.
Oh no, wait.
Shh. Let's-
Could you be with a porn star?
I don't think I can.
I could.
You couldn't.
But it doesn't make it right or wrong.
I'm not saying it makes
It don't
it
make it
right
right.
or
If I'm
wrong.
gonna answer honestly,
Do you know why? Do you know why?
Wait.
I think I could.
Oh, one second.
But this is what I'm saying. The reason.
Put your motherfucking tongue in your mouth.
No.
We're gonna talk to Evan, this bitch.
The reason.
Wait. Hey,
I'm saying this in a way of I
She
think,
you could be with a porn
and
star.
I'm not quoting this, but I think I could probably be with an ex porn star.
Shit. What?
I don't think I.
Like she done 10 years ago.
Look. I'm just saying, if it's an active porn star, I don't know. But if it's a retired porn star, I might can.
A
That's what I'm
retired porn
saying.
star.
You know why I'm thinking like that?
Wait.
Because I'm thinking of Keiki. That's why.
Oh,
Me know
wait.
she, but me know you.
That's why. Yeah, I know.
Wait.
But you know what it is? It's the older I get, the more I start looking at things
The older
different.
you get from last week.
What about them twins?
It's just the older.
What about them twins?
Which twins? They're not porn stars though.
The ones that P was talking about. I don't want to expose to them. Remember when we was at the little drink up the other day? We was talking about.
Yeah, they're not porn stars. They're not porn stars.
They're not porn stars?
No, they're just Instagram
Is there
girls.
footage?
There's some freaking motherfuckers.
Show me.
Yeah, they are, but they're not porn stars though. They don't do porn stuff. But I'm just saying, it's mad because the older you know it is, you can go and get with a woman and she's not a porn star, but she could have fucked 120 men. Do you get what I'm saying? So is it because she wasn't on camera why you accept it, or what?
This is why I said, you know what? This is why even deeper than that, I want to.
Because when you meet a guy, guys don't ask you what your sex count is, and I'm not talking about you per se, but there's certain girls you speak to, you may not ask
Let's
the
not get
sex,
into that.
you may not ask the body count, but the body count could be sky high. Like if you're a man that's gonna affect you, then really and truly, you might as well have stayed with your childhood sweetheart, because you reaching my age thinking you're gonna get with a woman and she's gonna have a body count of 2 or 1. It's
Reality of
fucking
the situation is
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let me say something.
But there's certain men that are just crazy on some bullshit.
Let me say,
Go on,
listen,
Ace.
when I went to, I'm gonna say this, when I went to fetish parties and sex parties,
You've been to the. You know what? Wait. Before we get too deep into it, can I just say, look, it's Talk Your Truth podcast.
This has nothing to do with me.
No. It's not about.
Don't call my name.
No. It's It's Talk Your Truth podcast. Can we do a whole nother episode on this industry?
yeah, send that, yeah, 100%.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna let you land on this story, but we're gonna do a whole nother episode on this kind of.
I could talk you shit. I could talk you through this.
Don't get too deep, but finish.
So
what
what
you're
I'm saying
saying.
is when I've gone to these places and I've met people who are couples in open relationships and they tell me their side. Remember, my whole life I've always only seen you and that one person. If you do this, da. When I stepped into that scene because of the stripping world and whatever, and I've met people who are open relationship, or they throw their own sex parties and whatever. Yeah. And I listen to them. My mind is like, rad. This, and what I started to realize, everything is mental. Everything is mental. Everything. So, for instance, I'll give you a prime example. Let me ask you something.
Everything.
I'll ask you a question. What's worse for you? I just want to know.
Shit.
Your guy sleeping with someone and he don't care for her like that. He bangs her and don't care for her like that. or your man telling this girl, he hasn't banged her, telling this girl specific secrets he ain't told you and having a bath with candlelights with her. What's more effective for you?
The mental is fuck it will piss me off.
So you rather him rough?
So you would rather him open up his heart to her and tell her things he's never told you and have a bath with her?
I'd rather him be physical than mental, because you see, mental is a different thing.
So what would you rather him do? Fuck. Would you rather him? All right, watch it. No. Answer the question. Would you rather him fuck and it's nothing more, or he doesn't fuck her and he tells her things he's never told you and done stuff like have a bath?
Clark.
She rather the fuck.
This is why I'm saying to you, it's mental.
100%.
It's not the action itself.
It's mental. And this is
Because
why
like
I
she just
say
said,
someone's body count don't matter.
True.
This is
But
what
like
I'm
you
saying.
just said,
If I'm
he's not-
dealing with a girl, her body count. See, if I know you and I know you just run through and dip from a man, in my mind, I'm just like, but fuck it, innit?
All right.
So this is what I'm saying.
I'm 100%.
So this is what I'm saying to you.
What does that mean?
We get to that.
So this is what I'm saying to
No,
you.
but what? No, wait.
No.
What does that mean, though? No, shut up. What does that mean?
No.
What does that mean?
I'm just asking.
All right, let me ask you this: when you get with a guy at the age you're at now,
A guy and girl's different.
so forget it. When you get with a guy at the age you're at now,
Because the alcohol dropped
what body count would be suitable for you?
Do you know what? I've got with a guy that's got over 100.
Yeah.
So that don't matter.
So that's cool for you.
So I feel like.
So I'm asking you, as a
over
man,
1,000.
Ooh, that's a lot. We do 1,000 in your lifetime.
I know some niggas that are over 1,000.
I'm just gonna say, so 100 ain't a lot.
1,000 though.
Not me. I don't know.
So 100 ain't a lot. I want to hear you say this.
Some of my strippers.
Wait.
Rihanna.
Wait.
Rihanna.
Before we land.
No, Rihanna. 100 ain't a lot.
100's a lot still.
It is a lot.
Because I ain't even touched double figures.
And you were still cool with 100 when you dealt with whoever you dealt with.
Because I know their persona.
So you was cool with it. That's all I want. A yes or a no. A yes or a no. Yes or a no.
I would see a future with
Yes
them.
or a no. Oh, so you just wanted to get. You wanted to be 101.
Huh?
Go on, God.
Wait. Listen. One second. Alright, I'm gonna end it. Listen. Wait. I enjoyed this shit.
Hey, Ace, they're coming back.
We're gonna bring Ace back.
I'm bringing Ace back. I'm bringing Ace
We
back.
got other topics to talk about. You understand? This is M.
That's right.
Big M. Don't just say little M like it's some little M.
Capital M.
All right.
Your girl's favorite male friend.
100%.
This is Riri. Good girl.
Yeah.
Ria Moore.
Wait, where's the lip
Use
gloss?
a tongue.
Where's the lip gloss?
Use a tongue now.
You have to do Ria Moore.
Handmade.
Come on.
Ria Moore.
We got you.
Alright,
Yeah.
it's his Cardo, the
And then you
caramel
got Cardo,
latte.
the stale chocolate,
No,
and we are
caramel
out.
latte.
Tokyo Truth podcast in the house.
Wait. Before we even end, we're gonna get Ace back on the show
Right.
because we got plenty more to talk about.
Right.
Yeah, alright, cool. The
Yeah,
shout
I'm
out,
lit,
like,
bro.
subscribe. We're gonna get to that.
And you know what? I'm
bullshit.
lit in a good way.
Hey, we gonna do an episode after I give her a strip.
Depends, innit? Because some girls get it really subtly, like real subtle. Then they got the non-surgical thing where you just get sort of the fat transferred, like moved and pushed into places that you want it to be, and that you.
That's the
got
next
like
part
that. I
because
take pride in it.
I see a lot of women like complain about their stretch marks. I'm like, yo, that's your
Nah,
kid right
that's
there.
not the
Stretch
one off.
marks
Not like the 1
is
in 10 man.
sexy.
That's
though.
sexy.
Stretch
Yeah,
marks
but
is
you're
sexy.
exactly
Them
another
tiger
1 in 10
claws.
man. 5, their hairline's finished. It's left them. It's gone.
genetics,
It's in
bro.
Timbuktu. They ain't got a choice. Do you understand? It's not their fault. It's not their fault. Go get your hairline done. You understand me? That's just what are they meant to do?